That's right. Downtown Hunter Brown showed up and saved the pitching staff tonight. Not only that, Chas McCormick, Jose Abreu, Jose Altuve, everybody got involved. It was a hit parade. The Astros tie it up 2-2 in the ALCS. Let's talk about this on this victorious edition of Locked On Astros. Let's go.
Welcome to Locked On Astros, your daily Astros podcast. Here are your hosts, Eric the Man Huysman and Brett H-Town Wheelhouse Chancey.
We are Locked On Houston Astros, and we hope to join us for daily Locked On Astros podcast. My name is Eric Huysman. You can find me on Twitter at Eric Talks Astros. You find the show at Locked On Astros. Your team every day. I'm super excited. And guys, I'm just going to steal this from Monty Python. Bring out your dead. Bring out your dead. Because everybody counted the Astros as dead in this series. But here we are, 2-2. And we're still very much alive in this series, baby. Justin Verlander in Game 5. I mean, who could have written a script better in this series? So, Brett, where can I find you on Twitter?
They can find me at H-Town Wheelhouse on X, Instagram, and TikTok. They can find me at Stros411 on X, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. I mean, wherever you can find me on social, hit me up. What is up, dude? You can find the show at Locked On Astros. We're your team every day. I met some new followers. Hopefully they're watching tonight. And thank y'all for subscribing. What a time to be alive in the Astros world where everybody was counting them out, even our own fans. And they said, how can you be positive? And it's like, because we know this team. Eric, what a great show we're going to have right now.
We want Houston. We want Houston. That's what we're going to keep on hearing. And Rangers fans, I have a feeling, and you can come after me after this is all said and done, but I have a feeling that Rangers fans are going to be hearing that in their nightmares because you don't say that. And it's like Freddy Krueger or who's what is that? Where you say into the mirror? You don't say Bloody Mary.
Like, yeah. Oh, hold on. Whoa. Things. You're like, Eric is going.
You don't say we want Houston, but you know what you do say, Brett? You do say, let's subscribe to Locked On Astros podcast. Let's make us them part of our daily listen. Let's go and become an everydayer. Somebody listens to our podcast every day, whether it's on YouTube. Go and subscribe to us, please. Go and hit that little red button down there. Go and give us a big fat thumbs up and make us part of your daily routine, because we're literally during postseason on daily. And listen to us on Apple, Odyssey, Spotify, wherever you listen to your podcasts. On just make us part of your daily routine. Brett, I am super excited.
Yeah, Eric, we were
0-2, and now we're 2-2. I mean, just imagine all these people were saying, yeah, the Astros are out. But here we are. This is what they do.
So are you like, I'm pretty sure you didn't doubt this team like a lot of people did. I know I didn't. And
I mean, you and me are homers. We know this, right, Brett? Homer Simpson here.
We got accused of being too biased towards the Astros. Oh, hit me with something that hurts. Kick my dog while you're at it. I mean, come on. Look, read the room, people. It's funny. We suddenly have a disappearance of other fan bases in our mentions on the show live. Gotta love it. Tuning in from Pasadena. Look at that. What's up? Welcome in Pasadena. Pass it, get down, Dina. That's how we say it here in the H-Town area. But what a game, Eric. This game started out so promising with a 3-0 lead. And then the Rangers did what they do. They fought back with the bats. Urquidy just went from being really sharp to, his pitches weren't moving the way they should have been moving. They weren't moving from in the zone, out of the zone. They were staying over the zone. And man, that Adolis Garcia first solo shot was scary. I was like, oh crap, it's going to be one of those games. Because last game it was Josh Jung, and I'm like, I don't want it to be Adolis Garcia. I mean, this dude simply mashes when he hits the ball. And that's the thing about this Rangers lineup is we've said it coming into this. We didn't think that the Rangers were going to lay down, and we knew the streak that they had going for them. But this is a streaky Rangers team. This is very characteristic of who they've been all season long. They've won 8, 9, 10, 11. I don't know what their longest win streak is, but afterwards they lose a lot. And so I'm hoping we're catching them on the losing streak and we don't catch them winning games again. But Jose Altuve was asked about it. Alex Bregman's been asked about it. Mauricio Dubon's been asked about it. Dusty Baker. What is it about this ballpark that y'all are so comfortable? And every one of them say the same thing. We don't know. We just know that we are focused.
I heard the clubhouse. They like the clubhouse. That's why.
But here's the thing. Alex Bregman did say this. Alex Bregman did say this. And Eric's got a great suggestion for Game 6, and y'all need to hear it. Alex Bregman said that they've had the opportunity to play with so many players that have helped them along the way and coaches that have helped prepare them for this, not just in game, but before game. And he said, this is what you live for. You become a baseball player to play in October. And we are living out, he goes, I'm living out my childhood dream every day I'm in the playoffs. I don't think you can find another group. Maybe the Phillies can match it with the spark plugs that they have in their lineup, you know, the Bryce Harpers, the Kyle Schwarbers. You can't disrespect any other team or necessarily judge their enthusiasm or lack thereof. But I just think they have a different level, Eric. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I just think that the Phillies are on their own little play. And I know they lost tonight 2-1, but I think that they are they're going to be the ones that go to the World Series. Imagine all the price dip of the tickets to go to Game 3 of that series. And I just think that the Phillies are I think they're going to go to the World Series. And I don't know. At this point, it's 2-2. Astros versus Rangers, and with Justin Verlander on the mound, and I know that Jordan Montgomery said that, well, I know I dominated the Astros last time, but they are a good team, and I can't go out there and just say, yeah, I'm going to do the same thing because they're going to adapt, and so I'm going to have to come up with something different, and I'm going to have to see how the game goes, and so I think that the Astros with Justin Verlander mound, on the road, y'all all laughed at us. And like all the Rangers fans were rating this podcast and saying, oh, y'all are super confident. Do y'all see what we're talking about now? Do y'all see where we're coming from? This team just plays so much better on the road. And so what I was wanting to say, and I think this is what we should do. The Astros have guaranteed a Game 6 now. So instead of oranging out Minute Maid Park, what I think we should do is blue out Minute Maid Park. Or instead of bluing, I don't know if blue or red, I don't know if the Rangers freaking color, it doesn't matter. But I think Mattress Mac or somebody needs to go ahead and purchase a whole bunch of giveaway shirts. You know, like everybody gets the shirts and everybody wears a color. And it says like one game at a time. Because that's what the Astros motto.
I like. Look at you.
And so what they need to do is it's the Rangers color, but it's the Astros motto. One game at a time. And that's what the Astros are doing right now. Yes, they fell behind 0-2, but you can't count the Astros out.
So are you saying so we're going to basically treat this like it's an away ballpark, like we're in Minute Maid Park?
Boo freaking Jose Altuve. He's a freaking cheater. Yeah, boo, cheater. And go ahead and every time, you know what I think they should do also? Every time the Rangers score, go ahead and shoot off the fireworks.
Oh,
every time the Rangers hit a home run, go ahead and shoot off the fireworks.
He said it, Bobby Dynamite, not me.
Go ahead and treat this like a freaking road game and just go above and beyond. Have the players. Don't let them sleep in their comfortable Tempur-Pedic beds at home.
Make them stay in like a crappy
Motel
hotel.
6. Motel 6. Have them sleep in a freaking Motel 6 and don't give them a free on the house breakfast.
Someone's watching this from a Motel 6 on the road because they're at the game and they're like, hey, what about me? Eric, that is a great idea. Now, listen, I will say this. I did put the kibosh on it last night, and someone really got onto me for that. Pretty funny. But I do appreciate all the suggestions that we get in our mentions, especially when they're constructive. But I just didn't want that to be said before the victory in this game. I wanted game 6 to be guaranteed. But you know what, Eric, with that, I love that suggestion. That is a great idea. But this episode is brought to you by Jace Case. All right, so let me tell you about Jace Case. With all the unrest right now in the Middle East, the fires in Hawaii, hurricanes and tornadoes in Florida, earthquakes and more, these can lead to a supply chain shortage for medications and your inability to get medications in a timely manner. The Jace Case is a personal emergency medication case that contains 5 life-saving antibiotics that treat the most common and deadly bacterial infections. You can also customize your case and add additional life-saving medications based on your unique needs. They now offer this customizability for you and your family to fit you because not everybody has the same needs. Jace is continually working to expand their medication offerings. In these recent offerings, they've added ivermectin as an option in the Jace Case. So just make sure that you check out these things. Number one, if you use the promo code Locked On at checkout, you get a $20 discount. You can purchase gift cards for family members or loved ones so they can get their own Jace Case. So make sure that you get a Jace Case today. Don't get caught unprepared. Make sure that you know that anytime there's an emergency or natural disaster, you can go ahead and order the Jace Case because it is going to help you. It will help you stay safe and healthy. Locked On is the promo code at jasemedical.com. And don't forget that the Astros do play the Rangers Friday at 4:07 p.m. Central Standard Time. Game 4 of the ALCS. Catch all the hometown play calls on Sirius XM. Go to the SXM app. Search Astros. So Eric, real quick, we were talking about this, making Minute Maid Park an away ballpark. Right. And look, here's the thing, and I just want to make sure we get this towards the first half of our show. We in no way believe that it's over. The right. Astros have tied it up. So what that means is the next team that wins, and I have a lot of confidence that the Astros can get the win.
3-2.
They will be one game away.
Yeah.
They will be one game away from the World Series.
No matter.
Right. No matter.
Home field advantage or not.
So here's what tonight they asked Jose Altuve, how are you feeling about possibly or how confident are you that you guys could be going back to your 3rd straight World Series? And Jose Altuve said, nothing has been done yet. We are excited to have tied the series up, but we're even more excited to have Justin Verlander on the mound going for us. We still have more to do. This ball club knows exactly what's in front of them. Jordan Montgomery tomorrow, who is absolutely nails in game 1. It's going to be probably one of the toughest battles that they've had all year. But if there's a team that can moxie up, that can man up and attack and make sure that their approach counters his counter, I think it's the Houston Astros versus the Texas Rangers. I really like the guys' chances tomorrow, but it's not done yet.
Yes, and if you look at who's really determined this series, Mauricio Dubon, he's on fire recently, and Jose Altuve. Yes. I mean, this guy can hit any pitch anywhere, and he's a man on mission. And he's he started off on a little slump, but he had 3 hits tonight. Dubon had 2 hits tonight. And by the way, can we mention that he batted 2nd in the lineup? And Michael Brantley was not in the lineup tonight against the lefty. So that was surprising. And can we also mention that Andrew Heaney, who I thought was like, oh, yeah, he's going to pitch like 3 innings in tomorrow's game. He pitched 2/3 of a freaking inning because the Astros scored 3 runs. So I think that was a good job by the Rangers to keep Michael Brantley out of the lineup. So that's a good strategy there. But you had you didn't really need Michael Brantley in this lineup. I mean, yes, the Rangers did tie it in the third inning, but the Astros in the fourth inning scored the 4 runs, and it was Jose Abreu. Jose Abreu, guys, I've told you all all regular season, I'm like, yes, he's struggling. But this guy is one of those guys that's going to come on, and I believe I said he's going to give you like a Yuli-like performance in the playoffs. And you can't judge a performance on him he's getting used to a new team, a new ballpark, and he's the older player. And I hate to say this because Brett, you and I are both a little older. It's hard to teach a new dog new tricks. And so
you mean an old dog new tricks?
Whatever. What did I say?
You said new dog new tricks, but whatever, I knew what you meant. He is a new guy, but he's an older guy. But look, I think he had an ailing back most of the season, and they just did not disclose it. And he's doing what we know he can do. I mean, this is his 4th home run of the postseason. He absolutely murdered that baseball. He was 1 for 3. He had 2 walks, and he had 3 RBI on that. He scored 2 runs himself. And look, all the while, Kyle Tucker's 0 for 5 again. 0 for 5 with 1 strikeout today. It's mesmerizing how bad Kyle Tucker is and how good this offense has been without him. Like you mentioned, Altuve, Dubon's batting .471. Dubon is the highest average on the team. The second highest is Yordan Alvarez. And did he hit a home run tonight? No, he just hit a couple singles. And, he got 3 RBI. I mean, just a regular day at the office for Mr. Alvarez.
All right. Can I tell you a story about that? I was actually at the bar. I was like, because this bar I was at, they were like, we'll give you a free shot if the Astros hit a home run. So I was like literally at the bar waiting. Okay, this guy, bases loaded. Alvarez is going to hit a home run. And he did not hit a home run, but he did drive in and run. And I'm like, man. And then what happened next? Jose Abreu hit the home run. And I'm like, shot. Yes. Score.
You're like shot. So when you had Hunter Brown come in, Eric, really, I mean, if I'm going to pick a player of the game, I might put Hunter Brown there. 3 innings and 2 strikeouts. That was a huge hold. I mean, I know Abreu hit the home run. I know Bregman got a triple. I know Altuve got a double, almost a home run. McCormick with the big home run. And those were big hits, Abreu and McCormick. But your ability to stop the Rangers and hold them after you did put a 4 spot and they answered your 3 runs was huge. Hunter Brown looked, but I'm just saying Hunter Brown hasn't had a ton of opportunities. Right. And he came in and he looks just like he did last postseason. I absolutely love it for this kid.
Hunter Brown.
No, last postseason. Yes. That's what I'm saying. He looks like last postseason. Right. And that is huge. And that's where I think the Astros are superior to the Rangers when it's all said and done, is they have this group of guys that have experience. I really hoped that Urquidy would get out of the second inning or 2 1/3 innings, but he didn't. The bottom line is this. If you can win game 5 tomorrow and you're up 3-2, you're talking about Framber Valdez possibly. My question is this, Eric. Do you bring in Christian Javier for a game 6? Hold on. Because Framber has not looked good lately. Christian Javier has absolutely shoved. You have a day off in between Friday and Sunday. Do you start Javier on shorter rest for a game 6 if that is the game that you possibly clinch and go to your 3rd straight World Series? I mean, you got to think about it. I'm not going to just take a straight up no.
So you're saying
really think about this.
Justin Verlander wins the game tomorrow.
If the Astros win, I don't care who's on the mound. Justin Verlander holds the Rangers. The Astros win. They're up 3-2. Me, I'm going straight to Javier. And I'm saying, Framber, I need you in a game 7 because you clinched in a game 6, but we need Javier. What do you think? Now, I don't know that Dusty Baker does that, but if I'm managing, I'm putting Javier in there because to me, he's more on top of things.
Myself, I would go for the kill. and I would go ahead and put Javier for Game 6. But knowing Dusty Baker and knowing that he goes, I don't know if I should say this, but goes against the analytics and everything. But I think that he will go with his gut and go ahead and go with his ace, which is Farmer Valdez in Game 6. But I think Doug Buffett is right. I would start France. The way France pitched the last game, like if you're not going to go with Javier, why go with Valdez? Valdez has struggled.
Well, okay, so good question, but I think the answer is in his lack of experience in a situation like this.
Right.
Framber's done it. Framber has closed out a World Series. I was there in Game 6. He closed it out.
Framber, but he's not the same guy.
But if I'm not going Framber, the only deviation I'm going from only deviation I'm going, and it is, and honestly, it is no disrespect to France. I know y'all are saying France has earned the start, but for me personally, I would rather have France in the wings if I need someone to go 3 or 4 innings in that Game 6. I think he's more valuable in that role. Y'all got to remember, in the minor leagues, they piggyback a heck of a lot, and he's used to that role. So for me,
hey, let's continue this conversation in a second because I think this has a lot of discussion to talk about.
Yeah. So the MLB playoffs are here, and that means the clock is ticking on your chance for 100 times your cash on daily fantasy baseball. Baseball has never been more exciting in Houston than it is right now, with studs like Jose Abreu, Yordan Alvarez, Hunter Brown. I mean, the sky's the limit with this team. And what's cool is you can pick more or less stats for these stars with home runs, hits, strikeouts, and more for up to 100 times payout on Sleeper. Get your picks right and you could win big. Like, what do you do with your friends when you're watching the game? Why not get the app, share it with them, get into a group text, throw out what y'all are betting on, and talk smack and check it out because you can chat right there on the app while you're watching the game. Entries can be made in under a minute. So use the promo code Locked On and you'll get up to $100 match on your first deposit. Terms and conditions do apply, so see Sleeper's terms of use for details. Sleeper, it's fun, fantasy baseball. And make sure that if you're going to go watch the game, go watch it at Hooters. Why? Because Hooters makes you happy. Hooters has phenomenal deals every single day. If you're going to be there Friday, $19.83 crab legs. That's right, 2 to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday. They have happy hour, 10 p.m. to close. And anytime, $3 Blue Moon drafts and $9.99 Michelob Ultra pitchers. No matter the occasion, Hooters is ready to make you happy. And just know that on Thursday nights or Friday nights, Saturday night, Sunday night, you can watch UFC, you can watch football, but most importantly, go tomorrow for the 407 game to watch the Astros play the Rangers. And if they go up 3-2, they are one step closer to yet another World Series. So come hang out where the Locked On Astros guys sent. Let them know that Locked On Astros sent you, and you'll get a free basket of fried pickles. Make sure you check out their featured beers on tap and let them know that the Locked On Astros guys sent you. Why? Because Hooters makes you happy. And listen to the Astros play the Rangers Friday, 4:07 p.m. in Game 4 of the ALCS. Catch all Game 5 of the ALCS. I wish you would have changed this read. You've done this to me twice. Okay. Listen to the Astros play the Rangers Friday at 4:07 p.m. Game 5 of the ALCS. Catch all the hometown play calls at SiriusXM. Go to SXM app, search Astros. Wow. Talking about setting me up for failure. Okay, Eric. So it's all fun and games. It's all fun and games until somebody gets their eye poked out. It's okay. What is Game 5 of the ALCS PM? Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness.
I was trying to type it very quickly at the last minute. So
you just made my editing go another 30 minutes. Hey, look, just so y'all know, I might come down with orange fever overnight. And the only prescription for that fever is more cowbell, baby. No, the only prescription for that fever I hear is traveling to Arlington to go watch the Astros play the Texas Rangerettes. So I'm thinking about going. I haven't decided yet, but I might be going. If you're going to be there, if you're going to go, let me know. Hit me up on social media.
Go ahead and put in chat. If you think that Brett should go travel to Arlington tomorrow, go and put in chat. Just say,
I need to get a GoFundMe. Gas is kind of expensive.
Go ahead and grow some and go.
Hey, is it illegal for me to put my Venmo up here to get some gas money?
I don't know.
Hey guys, do y'all think I should go? Is Chris Watkins still in here? He was. I think he's going. I gotta text him, dude.
Okay. All right. So let's go back to what we were talking about the starters. So
let's do it.
JP France, I think has. I think he's earned with what he did in his last appearance. I don't know if he's earned a start, but he earned some respect. He hasn't started in X amount of days, and he came out and dealt. Framber Valdez, he's been your ace for a couple of years. So I think that I think that if this was a road game, I think I would be like, yeah, go and let him start. But for some reason, I don't know why, Astros just struggle at home. And you know who struggles the most? Framber Valdez. And so I don't know. I'm a little hesitant, game 6, to put Framber Valdez on the mound. And what type of message are you sending to him if you say, okay, Framber, we love you, but we're going to put Christian Javier on the mound in game 6, but we got you in game 7, bro. We got you.
You know what? So what are you saying?
I don't know. I'm like Dusty Baker. I really don't know. I honestly don't know what Framber Valdez is going to show up. Is it going to be the guy that dominates for 7 innings? Or is it going to be the guy that gives up 5 runs in the first inning? We don't know.
Yeah,
that's
we
the
don't
problem.
Know. That's
the two big losses that we've had has been Framber Valdez on the mound, and he's supposed to be our ace. And
but okay, so let's play this. Let's play the always positive, always Astros role here. Framber, so those last 2 starts, does that mean the law of averages play out to where Framber is actually due for a better start? Maybe he's examined the last 2 times he's pitched and he's going to change his game plan.
Feature, yes. The odds
exactly. Yeah. So the odds of him, the odds of him pitching better, the odds of Montgomery not pitching as well. I mean, I kind of like that. It is right now, guys. It has nothing to do with his arm. It is between his ears.
In his head.
And if it's in his head and you don't want Javier to go, you could go France. But here is the thing, and I wasn't thinking about this. If you jump Javier over Framber, do you further diminish his confidence?
That's why I say you're going to go Framber. It's going to be Framber, and Dusty Baker is going to go Framber. As Astros fans, we want France, but it's going to be Framber.
And I said Chris's name wrong. I had it put in my phone as Watkins. He is Chris Walton. And I think I did that because Trey Watkins, Columbus Trey, who's the voice of Locked On Astros, the intro, I think I put Watkins, but he is Chris Walton. So Chris, my bad. He just texted me. He's like, hey buddy, I'm leaving at 6:45, but it's Walton. So
I was like, knows? Are you talking about same Chris, dude?
Yes, I am. And I totally flubbed on his last name. So Eric, let's get back to this hardcore analysis that we love to do. This game tonight, Eric, when the Rangers came back and tied it, I didn't see that it ending in 10-3. I thought it was going to be like a shootout, like a 12, not necessarily World Series 2017 Game 5, that much scoring. But I really thought that I was like, if the Rangers take a lead here, that is going to be worst case scenario. But this is what's weird too. Neither home team has ever been in the lead. This after tomorrow has got to change. It's got to change after tomorrow. So here's my question, and I think this is a valid question.
Right.
The Astros, obviously, they lost a game against Minnesota at home in the ALDS. They lost 2 in a row at home against the Rangers. Let's say best case scenario for us, they go home, they're up 3-2. Do you wipe the slate clean mentally and go, you know what, we're up 3-2. We've got 2 chances to win a World Series, but we don't even care about the second chance because we want to clinch now. I believe that you see a different team show up in game 6.
I really do think it's a different team because gaining the momentum. I know you say momentum is game to game or it doesn't matter, but momentum in this series, I think it will carry over. And I think that, yes, the Astros have sucked worse than any team other than the one of the 90s Braves teams. And John Smoltz talked about it, but it's just like the Astros suck at home, but I think that the Astros can do it. And Mattress Mac, anybody who knows Mattress Mac, let's do this. Just get some blue or red t-shirts that are match the stupid Rangers color. I hate the color, but it's we love the Astros or something, one game at a time. Or let's go Astros or something. Or we want Houston. And let's give that away to every fan in attendance for game 6. Instead of oranging out for game 6, let's blue out or red out and just make this a road game and just make this where the Astros don't feel comfortable. And because I think that the Astros have been in a situation where they're all used to playing at Minute Maid Park.
Yeah.
Sometimes, like my ex-mother-in-law has told me this, sometimes you need a change.
Man, this brings up the ex-mother-in-law.
Well, I'm talking about like changing jobs and stuff. So
right.
These guys have been playing on the same team in the same ballpark for so long. And so maybe they just need that little extra fire, something to kind of get them going. Yes, I know professional players shouldn't need that, but this is an anomaly. This is something that's hardly ever been seen in baseball before.
So here's something Michael Dunn said he suggested on a group Facebook page. I wonder if it was like Astros Nation or something, but he said he had the idea of giving King Tuck a standing O when he comes up the way they did for Trey Turner. I hope anyone here going to the game does this. Dude, I think that's a great idea. In Minute Maid Park, the first time he comes out to the field of the first half of the inning, give Kyle Tucker a standing ovation. But you got to get everybody involved in that. I think that is a phenomenal idea. Right. Look, Kyle, because here's the thing, Kyle Tucker, because someone asked me, we were at a local pub here watching the game, my son and I and his friend, and a guy asked me, he's like, what's wrong with Kyle Tucker? And I was like, I don't know. I listened to his his interview the other day, and he said, I don't feel anything is wrong mechanically. I'm just not hitting the ball. And so he's probably as frustrated as anybody right now. Him and Altuve and Bregman, they all three they're big press guys. They press a lot. They press. And I think when they press, Eric, I think they're overanalyzing everything.
Right.
Because there are some pitches that they looked at. I was going, why didn't you put the bat on that baseball? I think they're overthinking it. And so I like our chances, Eric. Justin Verlander on the mound. I think, and I hope that Jordan Montgomery overthinks his counter plan, and I think that leads to mistakes tomorrow. And that's the only prediction I'm going to make. I'm not going to predict their score, but I think the Astros are going to be able to manipulate and take advantage of the counter moves that Jordan Montgomery makes because he overthinks it, makes mistakes, and I think that's going to play in the Astros' favor.
You know what? Justin Verlander wins tomorrow. The Astros, game 6. They're like, you know what? Farmer Valdez, 50-50. Wins, loses. Guess what? We have the ace in the hole. We have Christian Javier. The Astros got this, guys. You can stop worrying about this. The Astros got this. And you can continue listening to Locked On Astros podcast. We do this show after every game, hopefully every World Series game, and throughout the postseason, the offseason as well. And I'm just excited about what we saw today. We saw the Astros coming out, and this was a different team.
Yes.
Brett, final thoughts.
Hey, 2-2. The job is not finished. They won 2 games. It's not finished. To quote the Mamba mentality, Jose Altuve, Yordan Alvarez, Justin Verlander, Dusty Baker, this entire team, rattlesnakes, baby. Let's go. Rally Hippo it up. Wear your lucky socks tomorrow. Wear that jersey. Be loud, be proud. And if you're in Arlington, let me know, because you know what? H-Town Wheelhouse might just show up.
You've decided to go, haven't you?
I think I've decided. Let's go, baby.
All right, so go ahead and hit him up. He's probably going to be in Arlington tomorrow. And Go Astros, we'll see you hopefully back in Houston for Game 7 or Game 6. Yeehaw.